Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend with your friends and family wherever you are in this beautiful world. And welcome back to the channel. And no, there's no more Bitcoin halving to talk about. So congratulations to everybody that made it this far. You are going to make decent money in crypto, and even more so in within the next 6 months. I think the next 6 months are going to be absolutely crucial, whether we take off, not from here. I don't think historically we've ever taken off straight after the halving. There is a delayed sideways consolidation for a little bit, and then things go parabolic after that. But could we potentially see things going absolutely insane in November's election time? It's an election year, and then obviously the Feds will cut the rates sometime in the near future. So anyway, whatever the permutations are, that's not what you're here for. Smash a like. If you're not already a member of our Patreon, become a member, and let's get into today's video. So today, I want to talk about 4 high convictions. 2 or 3 high conviction plays. And I want to talk about a couple of kind of lesser known cryptocurrencies or degen plays that we've been kind of buying in our private community. So if that sounds interesting, stick around and let's get on to the show. Right. So 4 cryptos to buy after the Bitcoin halving. Absolutely, it's where we are today. And the reason I'd say after the halving is because there is a continuation of downward pressure. The macro scenario is not really clear yet. So you do need to have some decent cryptocurrencies that you can potentially accumulate and buy on these red days. Now, the first one, no surprise to you. And what I've done with these is I've put this as a must-have. Now, I am a bit of an authority on early Kaspa moves because I got into this quite early. The receipts are in the channel. So anybody who's going to ask a question, just go to the channel and just scroll back to my earlier videos. But why Kaspa? Why is it must have? Well, at these current prices right now, Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized and fully scalable layer 1 cryptocurrency in the world, right? And if any of you know where Kaspa came in, especially if you're coming into the market now, you would be forgiven for thinking that Kaspa is already done some crazy numbers, but this is just the beginning. This is a quality asset. This is a blue chip, and just like the Solana ICO and Ethereum ICO and Bitcoin early buyers were super absolutely diamond hand in their cryptos. This is one of those blue chips now, fairly launched, accessible to the mainstream. So I would take this cryptocurrency very seriously. If you don't have an exposure, these prices are absolutely nothing to where you could go. And I would say perhaps maybe a safe bet, dare I say, a bigger market cap cryptocurrency at $2 billion. So, and it's interesting because I've put there, built by industry pioneers, named in the Ethereum white paper, Satoshi. Look, Kaspa is no joke. And I've been saying this for a very long time now. It's a cryptocurrency to have in your portfolio. Take a look at it and definitely consider some exposure. Now, what have they been doing recently? So Rust nodes on the rise. The number of nodes running Rust implementation on Kaspa software is increasing very sharply every day, right? A Rust system programming language known for the performance and security, and basically it's becoming a lot more efficient and robust. So that's very good. Another development is the KRC20 development. So work is underway, and I think this is already beginning to take shape to be able to create lots of dApps and applications on top of the on top of the layer 1. So again, this is really bullish stuff. This could attract developers, and that's the whole point, right? You want to have the network, have as many developers as possible, and this is already happening right now. This standard, I believe, is already taking off. And then you've got KEF, which is the foundation, and they're obviously developing smart contracts and actively funding it and researching it. So this is unbelievable stuff here, right? Now, whenever I talk about bullish sentiments, I'd like to also talk about concerns that turn into opportunities, right? For every cryptocurrencies. And the developers and people behind the project will, hopefully know what these concerns and opportunities are. So I'd say for any proof of work cryptocurrency, all right, you'll be a fool to think that miners are very key. right? So miners decide to stop mining and will dump the coin and move on to something new and shiny. This is not exclusive to Kaspa, right? This is not something that's unique to Kaspa. It's not a Kaspa thing. It's a proof of work thing, and it's happened time and time before. So that's just a generic concern. Exchange listings post-halving and top tier, I think that will come. We just talked about the Kaspa Foundation. So it's not good enough to highlight a concern. It's also good enough to give you a balanced overview of what's happening with these concerns. So I think we would get a super duper tier one listing, whether it's Coinbase, whether it's Binance, whether it's crypto.com even. All of these are on the table. And with the foundation and the firepower, dry powder that they have funding the ecosystem, I think this is a definite go. So super bullish on that. Kaspa forks, I've put there as a concern. You know what? It's not a concern. There've been few Kaspa forks already. There's actually one prominently on its way now called BlockDAG, trying to market itself against Kaspa. It's all been proven in like we say, the proof is in the pudding. Kaspa has already eaten a lot of these copycats for dinner. All right, so it is a concern. Opportunity obviously is to bring and what I do like about the forks is they move the team on quite rapidly. So some forks come out with smart contracts. Do you think the original copy would not have the ability to do the smart contracts, but the fork doesn't? So look, all of those are good opportunities, even if they were concerned. So my price prediction here, guys, is Kaspa goes to a $2.30 in a bear prediction, which is 20x from 11 cents. And in a bull situation, Kaspa does a 30x, a very conservative bull prediction, by the way, which is $3.50. Now, the moon case, which I didn't put here, takes us over $5. But we don't live on the moon. We are a bunch of people that will absolutely find difficult to sell this at the very, very top. In a market that's heavily manipulated and not really on Kaspa, but on everything, I reckon it's going to be super, super important for you to take these averages and have a good exit strategy. And if you want to become a member of our community, do so with our Patreon, which is very well priced, let's say, to help people that are kind of financially conscious. All right, Alephium. So what's my opinion on this? This is Kaspa's sidekick, right? If you haven't got Kaspa, or even if you have Kaspa, I mean, these are two cryptocurrencies I have in my portfolio, right? So this is the sidekick. This one goes really well for me. And again, you know, one thing that I didn't show you, I found Kaspa. When I actually found Kaspa, it was under 0.01. I found this under, again, you know, under 62 cents, possibly even further back, but I didn't actually pull the trigger until then. Right now, we're up quite nicely in the community. So basically, this is a similar project to Kaspa, utilizing the UTXO proof of work DAG protocol. So they have many similarities. The main differences are this had a small amount of pre-mined tokens for their VCs and marketing funds. So it's basically Kaspa with some funding, not as fair launched, but as fair launch as you could get. Now, this supports natively the 10,000 transaction per second, which is pretty good. So they've got their own proof of less work consensus, which is basically achieving decentralization and reducing energy consumption by 87% compared to classic proof of work cryptocurrencies. And recent developments have been, they've got an enhanced, so they've got their own virtual machine basically with their own software development kit, performance optimized programming language. Now, the kind of concern there for me was it's not your common, you know, you've got their own, you've got to learn, developers have to actually learn their language. Now, that could be bullish, that could be bearish. It just depends how many developers they attract. And it's, so basically they've literally got fantastic security and redundancies in place. And obviously very good for developers to go there, get the SDK kit and start working on the ecosystem. And another thing I've noticed just going around this on a daily basis is that they've got the A index, they've got a bunch of different wallets, they've got a bunch of different bots like miner bots, they've got something called Alpha Land, they've got the Alph Bridge, Alph Pro, which is like Again, an AI-driven portfolio management system. They've got something called Alphabet, and they have something called that Alpha Pad. So it's full of alpha, right? I'll encourage you to explore their ecosystem. Now, what are the concerns? Again, miners. It's all about miners. First of all, with proof of work, and then of course the other concerns is we want a tier 1 listing. Of course, we want the marketing team to start driving this up, and we definitely need more dApps. Now, they already have a number of dApps that are being built on the ecosystem, so super bullish on that, but we just need more marketing push. One thing I would tell you is this is one of the best performing assets in this entire downward market. Price prediction: current price 281, supply 75 million, maximum supply in our time would be 195 million. Considering that this has 1 billion, they've got token unlocks every 4 years. So you're looking at first token unlock in 2026, 2027 after the bull market. Then what do we have? We've got a bear case scenario for me of $84, which is 30x from here, and a bull case of 50x, which is $140 from here. Next, cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency, again, that I found early several months back. Did a buy alert for the community, and we started to stake it. It's called ZK Swap, and I think the opportunity here is absolutely tremendous in the short term to the long term. So what is ZK Swap Finance? This is a decentralized DEX built on ZK Zinc Layer 2 scaling solution, and this interacts with MetaMask, right? So this is an Ethereum scaling solution. It's the first swap to earn DEX, DeFi DEX, and pioneers a unique incentive model rewarding both liquidity providers and traders. So every time I go and swap something on there, I get ZK as a reward. And the staking is amazing. Interacting with the protocol is ridiculous. So definitely something to check out. Now, they've completed a very good stage 1. And they've done majority of their stage 2 development, and following development of and testing of the ZK Finance, what they want to do now, swap to earn protocol, they want to contribute, they want to allow users that contribute and increase the rewards there. But even more so, active community participation enables users to accumulate contributions and qualify for ZK airdrops. Now, keep an eye on their official links for the ZK airdrop. For those active people, people like myself and my community who've been staking on there will find it very, very juicy when that comes. What are the concerns? It's low cap. Low cap is always risk, right? But whatever risk there was, it kind of fought that back. And I think in this dump, this project will survive, in my opinion. And it's kind of less established. So in terms of within the whole ZK narrative, it has a first mover advantage and the first and only of its kind, which is a swap to earn opportunity there. So concerns are opportunities and opportunities are concerns sometimes. So you need to balance that out. But in my opinion, this one would be from where it is right now. I can see this going in the immediate short term. If this gets to $160 million in market cap, you've already done a 10x. If we do, if we get to an $800 million market cap from the current price, I think we'd do a nice 50x. And I believe the second calculation is wrong, but it should be 100x, $4 and 1.6 billion in market cap. All right. Next one, Mr. Darkhorse. Mr. Darkhorse, the most controversial cryptocurrency, and yet the most widely spoken about in terms of being a multi-layer pickaxe of a cryptocurrency. So what is Mintlayer? Mintlayer is a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin with the decentralized ecosystem, allowing dApps to be built on it, such as Bitcoin. So basically atomic DeFi, atomic swaps, NFTs and dApps. So you've got tons of liquidity on the Mintlayer platform. Now, recent developments, of course, they've pumped money into their partnership with Atomic. They've got partnerships with Portal, Atomic, and Audify, and list of other growing partnerships there. I think their staking ecosystem is one of the best, and they've done tremendous work in their wallet development. Now, obviously, the team is flat at work, And of course, that produces some concerns. So first of all, more exchanges there need to support the native chain. So far, only Gate.io does. Marketing more aggressively and addressing any FUD that comes along the way. Now, the best kind of anti-FUD system in the world are green candles. So when people see that this project is holding quite nicely to where it is, they would want to participate. Now, in my opinion, current price, 36 cents, market cap, and the fact that they've got a 10-year vesting period, which is quite very bullish actually. Market cap now is only $23 million, and 30x takes us to $10, 70x takes us to $25. Dare I say it could do more? I do have a feeling it potentially may do more, but I want to keep as conservative as I can. And you may want to exit at 25x if you wanted to, but that's significant upside for your buck. All right. Early play, next gem. And this is exclusive, offering it to everybody right now that are watching this video. I've shared this buy alert with the team. Next one is Gem AI. Gem AI is a cryptocurrency that is leveraging AI to track, analyze, and projects, basically making it easy for us not to be scammed and potentially find gems super early. I do love that. Anything that brings, think of DexCheck, think of Arkham, think of where those projects are right now and where this particular one can go. So unlock the premium features by staking and burning the Gem AI. So they've got a burning mechanism, which is unbelievably superb. And this potentially could run. Now, FYI, I haven't actually bought it yet because I'm just watching the market and the way it's going at the moment. But it's very well going into my AI bag very soon. Now, developments. So this just came out, right? So we can't actually put them into a scrutiny level where we need to check them for developments, but implementing so they want to implement, and this is from their roadmap, recommendations to suggest potential investment opportunities. I'm on board. Burning and deflationary mechanisms through smart contracts, association with community users, wallets, and access to revoke premium AI services. Amazing. I'm down for that. Deployment of the next gen AI custom language learning models with our premium service using on-chain contract accessible to our online application. LLMs, super bullish. I'm learning. All this project has to do is to find one or two gems within the ecosystem, and I think this will go into the multiple millions of dollars in terms of valuation. Concerns: too new, too small, in market cap, competitive space. Of course, you've got few, but I don't think you've got something that is based in Switzerland, and the team is working to identify those gems. So, listen, it could be an outlier here, but my prediction is at the moment it's at 1 cent. Supply is 191 million circulating, potentially 1 billion out there. So there is inflation. But what I would say is current market cap of $3 million. My bear prediction is 20x from here. In fact, you could use this as a trade and take profit there, or 100x to $1.80. It's definitely something that I'm considering, something that I'm gonna find an entry. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for coming along and listening and watching this video. And if you've got any comments, go ahead and put them down. And most importantly, guys, if you want to become a member of our channel, do so. We get 2 projects. We've got too many gems to count. And I shall see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend.